Take a look at our house again. Where do you think you could get burned in there? Okay, let's start with the kitchen.
The stove gets very hot when it's on, which means it's easy to burn yourself. Not only that, but many kids have been badly burned when they accidentally knocked a pot off the stove and spilled the contents on themselves. So playing in the kitchen is definitely not a smart choice.
When we talk about burning, we don't usually think of water, but we should. Touching really hot water can burn you just as easily as touching the stove. It's called scalding.
Both the sink, and more importantly the bathtub, can produce water hot enough to scald. So the smart thing to do is always check the temperature of the water before you get in.
Now, if there are two things in this world that don't mix, it's water and electricity. That's why you should never have an electrical appliance in the bathroom. If something that's plugged in gets wet, then chances are the person that's holding it could get electrocuted, which is another type of burning.
Our lives would be a lot harder without electricity. But as useful as it is, it has to be treated with respect. You don't go poking things into electrical outlets. You don't play with electrical cords. And you can really help your parents out by making sure your little brothers and sisters don't do it either.
Now, most of the things that can burn you can also start a fire. It could be a spark from an electrical wire. It could be someone dropping something on a hot stove. If you still have a smoker in your house, it could be somebody being careless with a cigarette. No matter the cause, in the United States and Canada, a house fire breaks out every 80 seconds. So, part of being safe at home is knowing what to do if a fire starts at your place.
Here's the deal. First, remind your parents to make sure you have smoke alarms like this in your house and that they're working properly. There should be one for every person living in your house, plus one more.
Second, if you hear the smoke alarm or smell smoke, tell an adult immediately so you can all get out of there right away. Everyone should go to a designated meeting place and stay there. Don't call the fire department until you're out of the house, and never, ever go back into a burning building.
Third, if your clothes catch fire, don't run around looking for water. That'll just make the flames worse. Stop, drop to the floor or ground, cover your face with your hands, and roll over and over. When you do that, the fire can't get enough air and it goes out.
Fourth, if you can't get out of your bedroom, the most important thing to remember is the firemen are coming to get you. Put some towels or some blankets at the bottom of your door to keep the smoke out. If you have a phone in your room, call the fire department and tell them where you are.
And finally, kids have died because they hid from firefighters. Don't be one of them.
This is what I look like coming into the house, so you don't have to hide from me. It's the same guy inside.